sweaty, I'm naked, but boy, do I got a story for you guys. So strap in, story times with Mel. Unboxing with Mel. Welcome to Storytime with Mel. Food reviews with Mel. Welcome to an injuries with Mel. Storytime in action with Mel. Mukbang with Mel. Welcome to an Storytime with Mel. I don't even know where I should start. Probably with the fact that I ordered dairy-free ice cream. Good morning, everyone. The time is 4:45 p.m. The day is Friday. The date is October 9th. The weather, partly cloudy, and I am a strange mix of emotions, I'll tell you that. Adrenaline, sadness, regret, happy, confusion, excitement.
Strap in.
So I just got home from work and I took a shower. I've been home for a little bit, enough to cool down. So I ordered dairy-free ice cream. I found it off an Instagram ad. They ship from Tokyo. And as you guys know, I've been trying to be more dairy-free because I am lactose intolerant. So I've completely cut ice cream out of my diet for a long time. And when I saw this ad, I was like, I have to get it. It's made with coconut milk and I love coconut. I was like, bye. It was extremely expensive. I'm not gonna go into it. Okay, I'll tell you. It was a lot. Each scoop was 500 yen, so that's $5. So altogether they were 1,500 yen, but you have to pay for the special shipping, which is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So everything came up to like 3,300 yen, which is like $41 Canadian. And I bet it's gonna be like such a small amount too, so like let's not think about that. $41 Canadian. I get off work at 4 and I get home around like 4:20. So there is like a 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. block, but every time I try to schedule something in there hoping it'll come later, it always comes at like 4 on the dot. So I always just schedule it 6 to 8. But here in Japan, they love 24-hour clocks, and 16 to 18 o'clock is 4 to 6. And every time I see 16 to 18 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, 6 to 8, that's the time I want. So I made that mistake and I put the 4 to 6 time slot, and I realized it sometime today. I was like, I don't know why I was thinking about it, but I was like, hold on a second. And I went back and checked the email and I was like, damn it, I put the wrong time. My schedule for today, I actually had the whole afternoon off. Since it's Friday and since I have no classes in the afternoon, I think it'll be fine if I ask to leave. So I get to school today, working hard, doing my stuff, and the afternoon rolls around and everybody starts kind of like going outside. And I was like, what's happening? And they were practicing for their sports day. So they have sports day, kind of like in Canada how we have track and field. It's a bit different. It's just for their own school, and all of the grades and like classes like face off against each other. The parents get to come and watch. It's really cute. I went out and like watched a bit of it, but then I went back inside so I could leave early. So I was sitting in the office and it's just like me and the vice principal and like 1 or 2 other teachers, but the other teachers leave. And I'm like cutting up my things, doing my ALT English teacher work. The vice principal, he comes up to me and he's like, are you gonna stay in the room? And I was like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. He's like, okay, defense. And I was like, yeah, for sure. At school here, no teacher leaves the office like unattended. The teacher's office can never be unattended. If it is, they have to lock all the doors, and like it's a big deal. So usually the vice principal always stays in the room, and if he leaves the room, he makes sure that there's a teacher to stay in the room. So he was asking me to stay in the room, and that was about 2 p.m. I was trying to leave at 3:40. I thought he would be back, you know? 3:15 rolls around and I'm like, is he gonna come back? Like, it's ice cream. Or does he want me to stay here forever? And then another teacher came in and he sat down. I was like, okay, like maybe some of the teachers will come back. And then it was like 3:25 and I was like, I have to leave. So I went up to the other teacher, and he was a teacher who was like, sometimes they have teachers from the city, like kind of like supply teachers, but they come to teach like either a special class or a subject. So he wasn't a teacher who was like at our school. He was just working there for the day. So I went up to him and I was like, oh, what time do you go home? Like, 何時間帰る? And he was like, 何時間帰る? And he like stands up, and I was like, oh my god, what are you doing? He like walks to the front, looks at the schedule, and I'm like, oh dude, you don't even know when you're going home. Like, oh crap. And he's like, 今日は finish 4. And I'm like, dude, I know that. Like, I work here. And then he like starts going back to the desk, and I'm like, are you gonna stay here? And he was like, yeah, like till 4 I'm gonna stay in the room, which by the way is like 30 more minutes. And I was like, I'm gonna leave. And like, I'm saying this all in Japanese. The Japanese I know is a very informal baby Japanese. Like, it's not a Japanese that you should be like speaking to another professional that you don't know. Like, just this is not the Japanese that you should be using. So literally I was like, you can stay here because I'm gonna go home. Like, that's what I said. Not like, could you watch the room because I need to leave early? I'm so sorry, excuse me. No, it was like, I'm gonna leave. You're gonna be here, right? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be here. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. お疲れ様でした. Bye. Like, I know I have to go tell the vice principal because I still have to ask him if I can leave early. And then I gotta tell him that I've like switched my defense duty with the other teacher. So I go downstairs and I see him just standing there, and I was like, crap. Because what I wanted to do was go outside, find one of the English teachers, tell them that I need to tell the vice principal that somebody else is watching the room and that I need to leave early because I have ice cream being delivered at 4. But he was right at the door, like, so I could not pass him. Like, as soon as I walked out, he would be like, why are you here? And that's what happened. I walked out, he turned around and he was like, the room? He doesn't speak any English. And again, my Japanese is just not good, and when I get nervous, it gets worse. And before I could answer, he was like, there's no one in the room? And I was like, no. He was like, no one. I'm like, no, there's not no one. There's someone. And I was like, sensei, like, which just teacher. And he's like, dare sensei, like, who? And I was like, wakaranai. I'm like, namae wa shiranai, which means like, I don't know, like, I don't. Because like, I didn't know his name because he's a special supply teacher, and they have name tags, but it's all in kanji, which is the Chinese characters. I can't read them. And he was like, he was looking at me like, you're crazy. And then another, like the office lady, she came up behind me, and he was like, who's in the office? And she was like, oh, blah 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 sensei. And he was like, blah 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 sensei, like, they're over there. And she was like, no, not that one, the other one. Because in Japanese, like, a lot of them have the same last name, like Nakamura, Takamura, Hashiguchi. Like, there's just multiples of the same last names. It gets very confusing. So she was like, oh, this sensei, and he, like, for the purpose of this story, Tanaka sensei. And he was like, Tanaka sensei is here. Like, she was like, no, the other one. And he was like, oh, the other one. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yes, cool, great, like, I'm glad we're here. And he goes, oh, so you coming to watch the sports day practice? And I was like, fuck, no. And then I like stood there for a second, and I was like, okay, is it okay if I go home a little early now? So I literally like went out to him, told him I left a stranger, like, supply teacher in the room, and came down here not to watch our joyful kids do their wonderful, beautiful thing, to leave early. I caused all of that to ask you if I could leave early and not explain why, just like to leave early. And so he was like, oh, yeah, sure, domo, like, he's like, is like, go ahead. And I was like, thank you so much. お疲れ様でした. Bye. And I was like, oh my god, like, that's so rude. And like, even though he said yes and like go, he only said yes because a Japanese person would never ask that. He said yes, but he was like, no, like, what? Because simply a Japanese person would never do this. So I was like freaking out, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like giving voice notes to my friends, and I was like, I just did this. And then I get up to the bus stop 2 minutes before the time it's supposed to come. And then the time comes around, but the bus doesn't. And I check Google Maps, and it is 9 minutes late. Which means I was gonna get there at 4:10. So I get on the bus when it finally comes late, and I'm texting my friends like, guys, it wasn't even worth it. My bus is late. Like, the people are gonna come and like it's gonna be ruined. Like, I'm not gonna get my delivery. My ice cream's gonna melt. All that money down the drain, $41 Canadian. And my friends were like, don't worry, like they'll call you. And I was like, okay, great, sweet. And they even told me what to say if they called. And I was like, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna make it. They haven't called me yet. I'm like 2 stops away. I'm gonna make it. So I get to my house and literally like 4:10 on the dot. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm safe. I think I made it safe. So I get in and I check my mailbox as I do every time I get in. And lo and behold, there was a slip. There was a slip. There was a slip. They had come and gone already. Yeah, so I got upstairs, checked my little camera log, and sure enough, they came at 4:04. 4:04, and it was 4:10, 4:12 by the time I got to my room. And every time they leave the slip, they leave the driver number. And some of my other friends have said like, oh, if you're in the shower and they just miss you, you can call back. You guys know I don't speak Japanese, and I've never ever called anyone. I literally have like a thing against phone calls. If I order something on Uber Eats and I know it's them calling me, I won't answer. Like, you're gonna have to figure it out or cancel the order because I have so much Japanese phone anxiety. I've never had a phone call. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what I did? I called that motherfucker. I called him. I'm getting my ice cream. Dialed that number and I called him and he answered. I said like my building number. And I like, because all the buildings have like names here, so I said my name and like number, and I was like Jino-san, which is like the katakana pronunciation of my last name, and I was like, delivery. And he was like, oh, what's your name? And I said my name again, and he was like, huh? And then I said my full name, like Gino Marisa. I'm like, Eigo no namae, like the only English name, I bet. And he's like, Marisa-san. And I was like, yes, yes. But we're not on a first name basis. Don't call me Marisa-san. Get out of here. Anyways, I was like, hi, that's me. Yep. And he like says my address. And I was like, yep. And he like said my building name. And I was like, yep. I was like, can you come back? And he was like, no. I was like, it's been 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. It took you, how come it takes you 4 minutes to get from the post office to my house, but 10 minutes is too far? I was just in a bus. I know there was traffic. That's why I'm late. How far are you getting 10 minutes in traffic? Not very far. You can turn around. I'm not near a highway. You haven't gone far. And he was like, I could come back after. And I was like, when? But I said this very nicely. He was like, I can come back after. And I was like, when? And he was like, 5. And I was like, sweet. Oh my God, I can do 5. He's like, 5 to 8. I was like, no, that's not it. Because I have dinner plans and I'm trying to get into the city, like leave by 6. So I was like, I could do 5 to 6. But after 6, I can't. And he was like, okay, if I can squeeze you in and I can come between 5 and 6, I'll come. But if I can't, you'll have to reschedule it for tomorrow. And I was like, okay, I can do that. He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And he was like, okay, bye. And I was like, bye. And guys, that was all in Japanese. It was all in Japanese, my guy. I'm a bilingual bitch. I am out here being bilinguini or whatever, getting my ice cream. Well, I haven't gotten it yet. So the time nears 5 o'clock and hopefully I can get my dairy-free ice cream and then eat it. I probably will eat it all just because of the stress from today. So that was my story. Exciting, right? Guys, I was literally just about to film going like, I'm even too scared to go to the bathroom because like I know as soon as I go to the bathroom, they're gonna ring the doorbell. And tell me how, I was like, I'll film it like after I go to the bathroom because I really need to go to the bathroom. But like, I'll still film it just to show my like, show my situation. and tell me how I go to the bathroom and it fucking rings whilst I'm in the bathroom. I was like, oh my god. And I thankfully run out, and lo and behold, she here, baby. She's cold, although she could be colder. I ordered from Coconut Glen. Shout out Coconut Glen. Yay! Oh god, they really take this baby. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. Give me my ice cream. Hiya! Ooh, ooh. There's ice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at the box. Okay, look at the box. Guys, I paid so much money. $41 Canadian. But we're not going to talk about it. I did get 3 flavors. But. So, I got original, which is, since it's made with coconut milk, it's like coconut. I got chocolate because I love chocolate. And this one had like kanji on it, like the Chinese characters, so I couldn't read it. But I was like, you know what? It says limited time. Like, I'll try the funky one. When I translated it though, it said yamane, which was like ginger root, but it's also a type of Japanese dog mouse, which is a small mammal. But now this is English and it says sansha. Sansha. Sansho. Sansho. Sansho? Yeah, Sansho. I don't know what flavor that is. We're gonna try them. So this one is coconut, the original. Look at that. Here we go. Oh, ooh, it's kind of soft, but like a good ice cream softness. It smells really coconutty. Yummy. Oh, this is so good. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna eat that all. Thankfully, I have to go out and meet my friends, so I'm not gonna eat all of these right now. If I had nowhere to go, I probably would. This is the chocolate. Let's try this one. Oh, it has little chocolate chunkies in it. It's little chocolate chunks. Oh my god. I love chocolate. That would be really good mixed with the coconut. Oh, have that later. And this is the Sansho. Let's try the Sansho. This is what it looks like. Ooh, she's soft. So I think when we translated the kanji, it was right. It does kind of taste gingery. Like a light lemon gingery. It's really good. Definitely interesting. Super refreshing. This is good. Yum. All the stress of today, worth it. So yummy. This is so good. I can't believe it's dairy free. It better be dairy free. Japan has this like lovely thing where they say dairy free or meat free or something, and clearly there is dairy or meat in it. This better not just be called Coconut Glen and it's not actually made with coconut milk. I'll be upset. This is the thing. It started out in Maui and then it came to Tokyo. I hope it's made with coconut and not dairy. If there's dairy in this, I'm gonna cry. Dude, that's good. This like Sansho flavor. Because it's also kind of nutty. Oh my god. A little coconut. Look at the roasted coconut flakes in it. Oh, the coconut is so good. These are so... This turned into another mukbang with Mel. I'm gonna cancel my evening plans. I literally can't tell you which one's my favorite. That's like the amount of ice cream. There's like literally 1 scoop in all of these. I think it is coconut milk, and I think I can especially tell with the chocolate one. It's not as creamy. It's more icy. Like, you know what I mean? Anybody who's eaten like dairy-free ice cream, it's like more icy. Like you feel the lack of the milk. But honestly, this is closest to like regular dairy ice cream that I've tasted. Girl, you're gonna have to tear this away from me. Okay. Wait, let me do the coconut chocolate mix, and then I'll leave. Little bit of coconut. Oh god, I think coconut's my favorite. But let's try the combo. Here we go. I'm taking really small scoops. I'm really trying to not eat it all right now. Yeah, that was good. That should hit. Oh, coconut is my favorite, I think, though. Out of all of them, the roasted coconut flakes make it. Oh, I've already eaten so much. Okay, they're going away now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So yeah, I'll give a little short review on that. Coconut Glen's ice cream. I really hope it's made with coconut milk and there's no dairy in it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. All of those flavors hit. Absolutely all of them. Actually, maybe I'll give you an 8 out of 10 because I just remember the price. $41 Canadian for these 3 scoops. I paid $41 for 3 scoops of ice cream. So yeah, we're gonna take off 2 points for that. But honestly, it's so good. Like, if I was near the shop, like they have an actual shop in Tokyo, I'm pretty sure, I would go there and then it would be a 10 out of 10 experience. You can get free shipping if you get 10 things. So that's like 5,000. So you have to pay like $60 on ice cream and then you get free shipping and then you get like 10 of these. I don't know. Is it worth it? Maybe. These days are really good. Like, who knows? I'll have to think about it. But maybe if I split it with someone, like my friend Sal, if you watch my last mukbang video, my only mukbang video, Sal is also extremely lactose intolerant. So maybe I can coerce her into getting 5 flavors and I get 5 flavors. And then it's like $30. And then it's like not that bad. Who knows? Thank you guys so much for watching till the end. This journey was a wild one, but thank God I had a happy ending. I'm so glad that you guys got to come with me. So it wasn't just a story time with Mel, it was like a story time in action with Mel. I'm gonna go because I have plans, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again for watching. If you're my friend, like and subscribe. Like maybe like if you're my enemy, like and subscribe. And like it costs you nothing to like the video. You don't even need to watch it fully. Like honestly, can you guys just like and subscribe? Like, and I'm like, like, and subscribe. Put the bell notifications on if you really like me. Hey, but please. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Be careful, kids. It's dangerous out in these streets. Bye.